Well, hello humans. Let's talk Mirador. Last time you saw me, especially in a Mirador context, yes, I did have pink, now it is blue, so if you see any blue dye on my hands, no you don't, okay? We have, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. There is so much that I want to talk about and so much to get through, so obviously, primary purpose of this video, Mirador is dropping their first single of their brand new self-titled album. If this is your first time watching me, hello, I am a longtime Greta Van Fleet fan, by extension, Mirador. I got to see them in Colorado when they did their first leg of the tour this spring, and it was absolutely, without exaggeration, one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. I do actually have a vlog on my channel. I am also planning on seeing them again in Dallas, Austin, and their closing show in Nashville. Plenty of Mirador content on this channel, needless to say. So finally, they dropped their first single. We've been waiting for this for forever. I think first, before I talk about the song and before I listen to it, I kind of want to go over what we now know about the album. So I've been watching Jake and Chris's interviews. I've read Jake's most recent issue when he was on the cover of Guitar World magazine. So I was already familiar with that information that they told us previously in those interviews. It was rumored, but not officially confirmed, that their album was going to be coming out in September. Well, thanks to Apple Music, we now know that their album is coming out September 19th. I will be doing a full album reaction. I'm also throwing an album release party, because I just am like that. That's within my personality, but I'm so excited about this album. So of course I have heard these songs before. The only tracks that are new are track 7 and track 12. Those are the only ones that were not on the set list. But so of course I've heard the songs, we've heard the songs. They've been out for a while, even though we didn't have official recordings. What I am most excited about, being fully transparent, is I cannot wait to hear the difference between what they sound like live and what they sound like in the studio. 10,000 has a lot of crowd interaction in it, and so I'm very curious to see what that all sounds like live. My personal favorite tour performance was Must I Go Bound. I think that that's a lot of people's favorite, so I'm very excited to hear that official recording. Feels Like Gold, of course, we all knew was gonna be the first single. Jake kept teasing it and joking about it. Don't really know how I'm gonna react to this, because this is honestly a completely unique music experience, having an artist who we didn't have an official album when I went to their show, but also on the flip side of that, I already know the song before it is released. So because it's this weird thing of, I went to the tour before the album, but now that the album is coming out, I've already heard the song. So it's a really weird dynamic. It's been very interesting seeing Mirador do this whole journey and this whole process, but I'm here for it. Without any exaggeration, Mirador, that band, has one of the best just on stage presences, and I think it's because they're all like seasoned performers. They have previous projects and bands that they've been working on before. And watching these interviews and hearing him talk about Mirador and what inspired it and the progression of the music and how he and Chris got together, and that they just wanted to make something fun as friends, and then it turned into something that they actually ended up wanting to put out and give its own like spotlight and time to. That's just such an amazing concept to me, and I'm so glad that Jake now has multiple creative outlets. He'll give Mirador its time and give Greta its time, and the two will be separate, but they will both exist simultaneously. So that's amazing that we have that in writing. According to the Guitar Magazine interview. Thank you very much. I also think it's very interesting too, I have been able to rope people into Mirador before roping them into Greta Van Fleet. Obviously, if you are a part of my life, you will just know how much I love Greta Van Fleet. And I've been able to draw friends into that fandom or play them songs, and then they've welcomed that music into their own lives. But I think the dynamic is really interesting as to which of my friends gravitate towards Mirador versus which of them gravitate towards Greta Van Fleet, because I have noticed a difference. I don't know if any of you guys have experiences with that, or have tried to introduce both bands to friends or family, and if they kind of picked up on one more than the other, because they are different. They are completely different themes, different sounds, different accessibility to streaming platforms. But they're fixing that, okay? Like I said, we do have an official album release date, September 19th. Counting down the days. Quite literally, there's a countdown in my phone. I'm having the best time. I'm just having so much fun being along for the ride with Mirador, because I was never really worried about the timeline. I mean, yes, I would have wanted them to release music sooner rather than later, but I always knew it was gonna happen. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the song, and we're gonna do the reaction part of it now. sometimes I don't transition smoothly, and this is one of those instances. But they do have the lyric video, which looks like it's clips from the tour, so that's pretty cool. We're just going. Okay. Okay. I've lived with this section of the song for a very long time. Okay. God. They sound so good. I already know I'm gonna need to listen to this several times. There's so many emotions going on right now. Ooh. The video is just blurry enough to where you can't tell what show it is. It is clearing up some of the lyrics for me, I will say that. Shut up. Okay. That's right. That's right. No. It's a 4-minute and 45-second song, but it does not feel like that. That's Colorado for sure. That shot right there, I know that venue. I'm gonna need to listen to that song several times because there's so many different things that I was processing all at once. The lyrics, like I can't even fucking talk. Okay, can I talk? Can I talk, please? Can I consolidate my thoughts enough to be able to string together a sentence? No. So I was trying to solidify what some of the lyrics were. I was focused on their vocals. I was listening to the guitar parts. I was watching the music video to try to figure out what shots were what. I'm not joking. I was pretty close to the stage. I'm in like some of the, this sounds weird, but like me and my friend Eleanor are like in some of the shots that were like posted from the venue or from like Mirador themselves. Some of the faces that were like in the video, I know were people around me. So I'm not sure, like I'm sure it's a combination of all the different shows. Okay, so I just subscribed to that. Tell me more. Okay, sorry. I was making sure I subscribed to the YouTube channel and liked the video, okay? Both were done. So we're gonna be listening to that on repeat tomorrow when I'm on my way to work. But also, okay, crazy timing. The Greta Van Fleet parking lot party in Frankenmuth, Michigan is this weekend. And I have been planning to go to that for almost a year now at this point. And so I'm gonna be surrounded by a bunch of Gresties this weekend. Also too, real quick side note, there will be a vlog about that. So if you're a Greta Van Fleet fan, by the time that you see this video, it'll well, I don't know. If you're watching this on Friday, like when this drops, then tomorrow, Saturday, is when I'm going to the parking lot party. So Sunday is when I plan on posting the vlog. Okay, I'm gonna be in Frankenmuth actually for 2 days, so I do plan on exploring, but I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna vlog the parking lot party. It's gonna be really fun, and if you like Greta Van Fleet, you should watch that. But anyway, this is a Mirador video, so let's get back to that. I just keep going back to like how interesting it is that I know this song, but I don't at the same time. I also would like, if we're talking about the Mirador album, I also would like some 8 to 10 minute songs, please, okay? I need another Weight of Dreams situation. And I also think they should include snippets from The Crown. Please. Okay, I do kind of want to talk about this because most of this at this point, since we only have the one song, is theories, is me being excited for the tour, is me being excited for the album. So one of the things I do want to mention is that when I go to the Dallas show, I will have like 4 friends with me. 3 of them have not heard Mirador. 2 of them are gonna listen to the album when it drops, but one of them has decided, and I'm really excited for this experience for her. And I did tell her, I said, hey, their first single drops today. She said, you know what? I wanna go in not knowing anything. And I went, hell yeah, I love that for you. Because like, when I saw them first live, I knew a little bit. Like I didn't know the songs, I didn't know the order. I purposefully wasn't listening to a lot of audio because I wanted to go in and have that experience for myself and listen to these songs for the first time with them. You know, the first time I'm hearing these songs, these new songs, I'm hearing them from the band themselves. I'm not watching a clip on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. She knows that I love Greta Van Fleet and Jake is the guitarist in Greta Van Fleet. but that's it. She does not know what Mirador looks like, sounds like, nothing, and she has decided she wants to keep it that way. That just seems so fun. I'm really excited to take her to the show because I know she's gonna have the best time. I think like the best way to experience Mirador for the first time is to see them live. Like, I'm just being honest, there's something about their stage presence and the story that they've crafted, the world that they've built, that most of the time I'm probably gonna be watching her watching them. That is the one show that I think I have like no expectations for. Like, I'm gonna show up when I show up. I'm there with a large group of friends and we're just there to have a good time. Some people know Mirador, some don't. And like, that's the show that I think I just am most curious about, maybe not most excited about. I think I'm most excited probably for the Nashville show. One, because I haven't been to Nashville in so long and I can't wait to go back. But two, it'll be their closing show, so there'll be something really special about that. So maybe that one would be the one I'm most excited for, but Dallas is just gonna be its own thing. Like, it's gonna be so different than the rest of the ones I go to. I guess the last thing I'll say, because it keeps coming back into my mind, is so we got the album cover, so we finally know what is on the t-shirts, right? This shirt, when it dropped, a lot of people were kind of like, what is that? Like, some people couldn't tell what it was, or a lot of people theorized it was an angel playing the cello. We didn't really know why or like how that tied in. Well, guess what? It was their album cover the whole time. I figured it was gonna be something, like it was gonna be symbolism somewhere. I don't know why my brain never thought to think, geez, it's late, guys, okay? If I continue much longer, I'm probably just gonna end up rambling. I've said most of what I need to say. There will be upcoming videos. There will be plenty of time to talk about Mirador. Like I mentioned, I am going to the Dallas show, the Austin show, and their closing show in Nashville. I will be filming an album reaction for Mirador because I can't help it. Guys, I'm just having so much fun here. I can't help it, okay? Also, oh my God, okay. Actually, really, truly, last thing I will say, also when I go to Nashville, I have officially scheduled an appointment with a tattoo artist to get my Mirador tattoo. Okay, we have not solidified a design. I know key elements of what I want for the tattoo, but we haven't solidified the design because I want to hear the full album first, because usually lyrics will spark ideas. I'd kind of joked with Eleanor in Colorado that we should get Mirador tattoos together. It really wasn't a joke, I was being serious. I have a lot of tattoos. I love getting tattoos. Definitely the Mirador tattoo is going to be more of a conceptual tattoo. It's not like gonna be their logo or anything like that, but just playing around with the theme and the general ideas. But I love it when the person that does my tattoo is also a fan of the thing that they're tattooing. I found her on TikTok because she had posted like a Mirador tattoo design. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, do you want to do a custom Mirador tattoo for me? Because I'm going to be there for a couple days before and after the show. And we booked it. So I'm getting a Mirador tattoo. It'll be in the Mirador Nashville show vlog, obviously. But yeah, so if you liked this video, if you like Mirador or Greta Van Fleet or any of the things that you see on the wall behind me, chances are I probably have a video about it somewhere on my channel, so feel free to check out my other content if you like. I do a lot of music reaction stuff as of late because every artist ever is coming out with an album this year. Please let me know what songs you are looking forward to the most on Mirador's album. I love theorizing about an album beforehand and then going back and reviewing theories like after I've listened to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because it's late at night and I do have to work in the morning. This video was a little unexpected as it was planned only a couple days ago, but c'est la vie, that's how Mirador works. Nothing makes sense, but I'm having the best time. Oh, there you are. Every time, my cat makes an appearance in my videos. Better late than never, of course. He has to have his diva moment before I turn off the camera. He said, you cannot end the video without me being in it. Here's his cameo. So I guess he just wanted to do the outro with me, literally on my last sentence. As I was saying, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.